Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for today we're going to be taking a look at a deluxe pack from the Clone Wars line. Before I begin this review, I'm sure a lot of you will notice I am in a different location, and if any of you are familiar with some of the other reviewers on YouTube, then I'm sure you'll be familiar with who this collection belongs to.
Me!
This is going to be obviously the special guest that I've been hyping up on my channel for the past few weeks. This is going to be a joint review by me and Jay, so what I'm going to do for this video is start off by giving you a look at these figures, because what we've done is we've picked up two of the deluxe packs. I've scored the 212 Jetpack Troopers and Jay's got the Turbo Tank Assault Squad, or Support Squad, sorry.
Yeah, which I'll be reviewing after Steve.
So obviously with this pack being mine and the Turbo Tank squad belonging to Jay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lead for this review.
And I'll take the lead for the Turbo Tank review,
which will be posted over on Jay's channel. And obviously, as I said, if you're familiar with Jay's channel on YouTube, then you can go and check it out there. Anyway, on to the review. Both of these figures are the same, so I only really need to go into detail with one of them, but I will show you both of them throughout the video. Before I get into the figures, I'm going to give you a look at the packaging. And as you can see, it's the brand new 2009 packaging with the red and white design. Nice mock-up photo of the Jet Troopers on the side of the packaging. As you can see there, the label stating that the packaging converts into a diorama, which I was only aware that they were doing that with the vehicles. I didn't think they were doing it with the deluxe
I
packs.
must admit I was surprised as well.
So as you can see, don't know how well that's going to pick up, but in the background is the Battle of Christophsis scene with a fallen tri-droid in the background. Got the 212 Battalion, and that's around the back. Interesting note as well, if you look at the clones on the back of the packaging, they use the old sculpt of the helmet, whereas the final product actually has the new sculpt helmet. So that's interesting to note. Anyway, just quickly give you a quick read from the small bio on the back. It says, some clone trooper units are equipped with jet-propelled backpacks and a variety of weapons. The backpacks are used for aerial assaults and are equipped with twin missile launchers. These packs are often assigned to troopers who are deployed to difficult or rugged environments, such as the troopers of Clone Commander Cody's 212th Attack Battalion. And funnily enough, there is a sticker on the back of this box that states that these have been shipped out from Gear for Games in Malden, Essex, which is, funnily enough,
where we are.
Quite ironic really, that, if you ask me. Yeah. So there's the packaging. They're quite big for what these figures are, you know, oversized in my opinion.
I think considering the fact they've reduced the packaging on the figures, the individual carded figures, it's strange that they seem to have increased the packaging for the dual figure packs.
So if you remember back, if you've seen the figure 2 packs that have been made available, such as the Clone Commander Cody and the Battle Droid and the Ambush 2 packs, the packaging is much smaller, and I think that's really only the packaging that you need to use with these figures, because, you know, the packaging they have used for the deluxe figures is ridiculously oversized.
I think that's mainly to accommodate probably the diorama feature, isn't it? I mean, yeah, that's a gimmick.
True. Yeah, that is true. But anyway, on to the Jet Troopers. As I said, they are both the same, so really just going to highlight one at the minute. The only real difference with these figures is the fact that they both come with different weapons. This one comes with the long DC-15 rifle and the small DC-15 carbine pistol. And this one comes with the DC-15 carbine and a droid blaster, which is quite weird, but still cool nonetheless. They've been casted in blue plastic as well, similar to if you've got the blue variant of IG-86 with the blue weapons. It's a similar colour to those.
Not quite sure why the thought behind that is.
Mind you, it's as though they've cheaped out in it with these figures, because if you look as well,
if anything, because they're cast in blue, it doesn't make them look more realistic, does it? Which is a bit strange.
It makes them look a bit cheaper, because if you take a closer look, I mean, it doesn't really show up at the minute because I'm not comparing it to anything else, but if you look at the colour of the plastic, say compared to the clean variant of the Wave 1 Clone Trooper, the plastic it's as if it's unfinished, or it's been left out in the sun too long. It's yellowed. It's a really cheap plastic, I think, that they've used on these packs, and the Turbo Tank Support Squad's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an ivory, an off-white. The pack themselves, the backpack itself is the same plastic.
Mm.
So it's almost like a very light grey.
Just some people have said that it adds to the realism, but saying that when it's displayed next to all the other clones, it stands out like a sore thumb.
Hmm.
It's
Perhaps this is Hasbro's cheap way of doing without weathering.
It's a bit disappointing, whatever it is. When you actually get these figures, the wings are placed with this, with the blank wing facing the front. Now what I've done is I've actually unscrewed the backpack from the screws there, and you can take it apart, and then you can actually take out the wings, remove them from the springs and everything, turn them round, and then put the backpack back together, and I think this looks a lot better. So the backpack won't actually come like this, but if you don't like having the wings facing the front like that with no design on them, then it's simple just to turn them round and have them like that. The backpack that they've used on this figure is the one that was first used for the Revenge of the Sith Deluxe line that came with the Clone Trooper, obviously just repainted with a yellow stripe across the top. With it being a reuse of that mould, it does have the same action feature, which is when you position the wings I'm going wrong here. If you position the wings in the backpack like that, there's a small button around the back, and when you press that, the wings pop up like so, which I think is a pretty nifty feature. It does look pretty cool. And the missiles should fire, but they don't tend to do it very well with these. They tend to get stuck. That's a problem that a lot of these missile firing features have these days. Articulation wise, the clones are fantastic, basic articulation that you'd expect from the new Clone Troopers. They've got the ball jointed necks, ball jointed shoulders and elbows, ball hinged wrists, a ball jointed torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles, so they are very good. And also, if you look at the stripes on the armour, it's a much brighter yellow than the original orange used on the 212 Trooper from Wave 4. It more resembles the 327th of Commander Bligh. If Jay's got a 212 that he can actually compare this figure to. Like I said, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but
this is more of an orange as opposed to a yellow.
Like so.
And you can see the colour difference between the actual troopers themselves.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, when you put it close to a standard trooper, it is really noticeable.
I mean, it's a shame that, isn't it? Because, like I say, it stands out like a sore thumb when it's on display.
I definitely think this is Hasbro's cheap way of getting around not weathering their troopers.
But it's like I've said though, with the Turbo Tank Support Squad, because they are plain white, with no markings or anything, they look a lot whiter than these guys, even though they are cast in the same plastic. But I think that the yellow stripes on these guys' armour actually adds to the yellowing of the armour. In my opinion, anyway. I don't know whether that's the case, but
Yeah, it influences your perception of the colour of the.
But by no means a bad pack. A bit overpriced for the price we got them for, weren't they?
I think, yeah, considering you're paying, what's it? They reckon the Thire ambush packs are going to be about what?
$17.
$17. The rate equate to about £17, I should think, roughly.
And
you're getting the same thing.
And these are flogging out for about in like stores such as Forbidden Planet at least, which are sometimes overpriced for their stuff. These are available for $23.99. But if you are living in the UK and you've got the department store Debenhams locally, if you check out their store, they actually have these guys for £15. So that's nearly a tenner in nearly £10 difference. For exactly the same product.
Definitely, yeah. Don't waltz into your nearest Star Wars store, see these on the shelf and think, oh, I'll buy them instantly. Hunt around. I think especially now, seeing as Hasbro seeing cranking up their prices, I think hunting around is definitely...
I mean, for us it was a spur moment decision, weren't it? Because
Yeah.
this was the first time that we'd seen
Yeah.
these figures on shelves.
But
So,
to be honest with you, we found out after Debenhams and we were kicking ourselves. So
like I say, look around. So there are the 212 Attack Battalion Jet Troopers. And again, one quick look at the packaging. Highly recommended pack if you're not put off by the off plastic, well, the off-white colour of the plastic used. But you know, if you're a Clone Trooper army builder, then they're a great addition to the collection. And with the jet packs, you know, they add something different to your collection, don't they? So definitely recommended pack. So I hope you've enjoyed this highly anticipated joint review, and as I said, Jay will be back over on his rasputin37 channel to review the Turbo Tank Support Squad, and no doubt we'll probably end up with a few bloopers for our Ghostwalker 37 channel, so keep a lookout for that as well. So until next time, keep collecting.
May the force be with you.